That isn't all he does, but he is here tonight, as I say, without his experience. So here is a naive and innocent Jimi Hendrix right here. Nice to meet you. That is not, of course, the only thing you do on stage. To those who've never seen you before, if there are any, and of course there have to be a few. But what would you say is the meaning of destruction on stage when you do it like that?
It's nothing but a release, I guess.
Bet you didn't wear this in the paratroops.
Not necessarily.
You were a what is it, a paratrooper or a parachutist? Or shoutist?
Doesn't make a difference. 101st Airborne, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me see. Go back. See, I think I was going to my company, and I had to pass Service Club #1 on the way. And I heard this guitar playing inside. I said, wow. So the cat's all right. So I stopped in and I introduced myself to him. And told him I played bass. I went and checked out a bass. We started jamming right off.
I started a little group as saxophone player. Two of the people that I had with me turned out to be Jimi Hendrix and Bill Cox.
We played at various service clubs on the post. But most of the time we got fired from the gigs, so we played real loud, you know.
As you know, Jimmy was a left-hand player. That being the case, he would have to string his guitar with the strings backward, upside down, the heavy strings in reverse of what they normally should be. This was okay in itself, with the one exception. Jimmy somehow would always manage to pawn this guitar before a gig, before a dance. And of course, the band would have to go pawn it, repossess it. Nothing else could be used. Of course, he had to have this specific guitar. And I think he played this particular angle against the band. It really appeared that Jimmy, in many cases, was never really with us. He did a lot of concentrating on his music. And a lot of the small talk that the typical group of guys would make, sometimes he would not enter into it. And of course, we'd look over at him occasionally, and there he is staring. And we wouldn't ask him for his thoughts per se, but this is what it really meant by being on cloud nine. You didn't really get to know him that closely as far as the exact line of thinking.
Do you ever run into any of the guys from the old 101st?
Yeah, I've been to my friends. Yeah.
Do they wonder, do think your life is strange compared to what they're in?
Oh, you know, I wouldn't matter really because, you know, there's so many different things going on now. You know, you can't take time out to say, oh, what do they think about me there? Oh, you know, and all this kind of stuff. You know, I can't go through all that. I've been going through it for 3 years.
I remember when he got his first guitar. Yeah, we used to have a little jam session between the two of us.